Okay guys, I'm going to go through my hand histories from the 6-max No Limit Hold'em GTS Event 2 and kind of explain my reasoning for each hand. Here's the first hand. Obviously Jack 9 on the button. I'm going to raise if it folds around to me. And I raise and pick up the pot. And here, I like, early in a tournament with low blinds, I like 90%, or I like to raise 3 times the blinds. Now later in tournaments you want to do about 2.5, but here you want to kind of, you don't want to have someone come along cheaply. So 3x early in the tournament is just fine. And here I fold, bad hand, and it folds around. And here, under the gun, I like a 4x raise, because 4x you kind of, with this kind of hand, you kind of want to know if you're beaten. And if someone calls you, you're probably beaten because you don't want to give up. But if they're going to call an under the gun raise for 4x, they've got something. And if they re-raise you, then you fold. And if you just limp, or if you min raise, then you don't really know where you stand. So it folds around. This is a pretty tight table. It folds around to me on the button, or on the big blind. And here, just fold my 7-3. And here, I was trying to be tight early on, but we already, 6 hands in, we already established that this is a pretty tight table. So I'd really prefer I come in with a raise and not give people walks. It's 9-7. Against 2 random hands, bring up poker stove. See, we're still a good favorite against 2 random hands, and against 1 random hand, I guess we're an underdog if he calls, but we're in position, so I like a raise there. It's kind of nitty. And here, I don't mind folding. A queen 6, because we don't really know our table. It's playable, but I like conservative play early in tournaments. Here, it's just standard C-bet, standard fold. Here, obviously we fold, and the C-bet takes it down. Okay, that's standard. And we get a walk, which is always nice. Here's a hand I want to talk about. Now, this fold is really bad because we're out of position, but we've got a raiser and a caller, so we're getting 3-1. I'm bringing up poker stove. Let's put in and let's say his under the gun range is a 12%, which is very reasonable. a 6-max game. This select call has been pretty tight, so let's say his range is... I mean, this is really tight, so we're kind of underselling. We're really giving them pretty good hand ranges. They could very well be calling with much less. And see, against a really tight range, Ace-7 suited, we have about enough equity to make this call. And early on, I mean, it's not a big portion of our chip stack. We gotta take a chance and try to, you know, try to hit 2-pair or maybe even a flush. But we fold. And we would have hit 2 pairs, so that's kind of a bad fold. And here's a good raise. See, I don't know why I'd play that, but not Ace-7 suited. And here I fold my bad hand. And here, now this is just bad. I mean, you check this flop and the king comes. I mean, what are you representing here? But the only thing you can represent is maybe an overpair, like queens. But I mean, if you have queens, you're still gonna bet this flop, unless you're completing it. So I don't really see, that's not a good card to bluff with. And of course he was just bluffing. It's a good call by Van Morgan. And we fold our garbage under the gun. Can you select a call? I'm getting 2-1 here. I mean, if we give him a nitty range of 40% of hands, we give ourselves a Queen-6 offsuit, and we've still got more than enough equity against his stealing range from the small blind. So, I mean, he was really tight, but we're in position, and we've already seen he's folded to a c-bet, so it's hard to know. And we'll go through one more hand here. Nothing too spectacular. And that's enough for this video. Stay tuned for part 2, where we continue in the early stages of this tournament. See ya.